Yeah, I'm going.
And we are live.
Oh, and we're live. All right.
Don't do anything embarrassing now.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late. And to make a long story short, too late. Oh, my dog's gonna
Too late.
scratching.
All right. So this is
You want me to stand on this side?
we're already late,
Oh, you're good.
but no worries. Why am I getting messages? I don't know. Um
Are you getting
Hey
that?
everybody, this is
Oh.
this is Peter Palmiotti. Okay. I know. Quiet you. Okay. First time I'm using this computer, so technical challenges. It's been the story for the past month, but I just wanted to put these here first because I'm going to be finishing these two this week. There's a Blood Rights, and let's see. This is right. That's the cover I'll be working on tonight.
Like that looks like somebody drew a big hot mess right there.
I don't think they even used a pencil.
Colored all over.
When I saw this, I was thinking of I inked a bunch of random X-Men titles back in the 90s, and I was given a couple of pages from Cable with an artist that some may remember, Landrone. He was half like a combination of Kirby and Morbius. But the pages I got were like almost 100% Kirby, and it was just impossible for me to decipher what I was seeing on the page until I went into ink. And not that I can't tell what's going on here.
Yeah.
I got my camera upside down just in case you're watching this and wondering. I tried to use a driver so I could switch it around, but that didn't work out. But yeah, it's like it's all there in black and white, as they say. Yeah, this is going to be challenging to do it justice. But this would be fun. So I guess I'll hand it over to you to talk about your book a little bit and whatnot as I get prepped to ink.
All right. I'm trying to get my puppy inside, and she's freaking out. Hey, go over there real quick.
Oh, okay.
Freaking out. Sorry, the life of an artist. Come on. Right there, kid. Come on, baby. Be scared.
Who's a puppy?
She doesn't want to come in, but she wants to keep scratching at the door.
Yeah, I locked my cats out.
All right. Well, I'm here with the colorist of the comic book, Sammy Flores.
Hello, nice to meet you,
Sammy. Hey, I put your links below. Both you, Odd, and Sammy.
Cool. Thanks. I put your links on my stuff too.
Cool,
somewhere.
Awesome.
Cool. So that's the freedom-filled, flavorful, painfully fierce, fantastic, fear-facing food fighters cover, and that is the cover for issue number 3. And what you're looking at is it's got Banana's banana and the dark mushroom on there, and they're surrounded by fry troops, which are kind of like Yeah. It looks like static from where I'm at, but yeah. I mean, it's just it's probably I don't know. What do you think? Maybe about 100 to 200 fry troops on that page, somewhere around there.
It seems like that.
About 200.
Yeah, about 200. So yeah, it's just it's a comic book that's kind of like not necessarily a kid's comic book, but a comic book that could be for kids or anybody that like GI Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man, that kind of stuff, Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, all that stuff back in the 80s and 90s. I don't see a lot of new stuff like that coming out, and just want to do some fun, cool adventures. So it's the Food Fighters fight the Army of Rot, the repulsive organization of tyranny, and it's lots of fun. It's just crazy fun adventures in weird lands that have and really doesn't have very many rules to it right now, which makes it fun.
Yeah, and man, I'm just it's a crazy cover. I'm almost like, you bastard, why'd you give me this one?
I always think that myself because whenever I have to ink my stuff or if I have to color it or like when Sammy's coloring it, I'm always like, as I'm drawing, I'm like, why have I done this to everyone?
Yeah, and issue 2 is a double page spread that is similar to all that craziness. It was a fun time coloring it, I'll tell you that much.
Cool. I don't know what to do.
Start. That's how I am. Just start in the middle. Start in the middle.
I just pick somewhere.
Yeah. Once you draw that first line, then it'll kind of take on a life of its own. I don't know, like honestly, for me, a cover like that is like really just like stream of thought. Like all I knew was that bananas and the dark mushroom were going to be surrounded, but like other than that, like the French fry guards just kind of like, or the French fry troops. Sorry, the French fry guards are totally different. They started, they just kind of appeared and happened and morphed and different weapons and poses and stuff. Just real stream of thought kind of stuff. There was no real plan to that. That's probably why it's so chaotic.
So I don't know if you have the video page up as well, but we have about 4 people watching, unless it's just, I don't think it's us watching. I don't know. Can never figure it. Yeah, if you wanna check the comments, if anybody's commenting.
Okay.
It'd be easier for you to do that.
Hey, wait a second. That comment's inappropriate. No, I'm just. No, I don't see the comments at all. So if somebody's like totally telling me off right now, and they're like, "Hey, goofy looking person," then I'm just like sitting here with a big smile on my face, like, ah. Sam could probably check, right? You got your phone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, check your phone.
Check it out.
See what people are saying. Be like, hey.
See if anybody's calling us.
Yeah, Sam. People are like, what is going on? He's going in there right now. So all 4 of you that are watching right now, don't worry, we're about to get to you and answer any and all questions that you have, such as will we show any schlongs, just like on the new Batman comic book? And the answer to that is no. The answer to that is no. Turn the volume up.
Sorry,
this guy turns on his phone and it's got the volume up. And I like myself talk and then myself talk again. What's going on? All right, so let's see. He's giving it to me. Now I've got all the responsibilities.
There you go.
Let's see.
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Besides my comments, yeah.
Let's see. Frank Makes Movies is watching. What's up, Frank?
Hey,
Thanks for watching, man. I hope we're entertaining you with our wacky zaniness. What I like is that it's like popping back and forth on here, and it kind of shows me, and then it doesn't. Terrible.
I mean, I could keep it focused on the art.
Oh no, you're good. It doesn't matter.
But it just goes where the voice is or the noise.
I'm switching up my angle right now.
Just swap phones with hands.
Yeah. Frank Makes Movies said, "What's up?" And,
What's up, Frank?
Honestly, not too much is up. We've got this awesome. Actually, a lot is up. I mean, we got this awesome thing going on right now with this. He says he's easily entertained, which is good because we're easy entertainers. That's what we do. So we're all
hardcore.
We're all. So right now, I think what are you which part are you inking? Are you inking a?
I'm inking the Fry Guys. I think I'll go with that, and then
Cool.
When I mean I when it comes to guns, and weapons of minor destruction, I like to use technicals, equipment. I mean, this is all freehand, and I could pretty much do it all on brush. I don't know. I usually just go in and see how I feel it out.
Yeah. Looks like I think you're doing like a leg right now. It's either a leg or a head. I don't know. Because they're kind of like, do you ever watch Spy Kids and they had like the thumb guys on Spy Kids? And they were all kind of like out of thumbs. That's kind of these guys are like every limb pretty much looks, like a big cube.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. Sammy's gonna have to. Sammy's gonna have to color all of that.
So production wise, the first issue is out, and I have the link in the video description.
Yep.
To go buy that. What's happening besides that?
Second issue is being mailed to me right now. I actually thought I was going to get it today, but I have not. I didn't get it in the mail. I got a Netflix movie, but I did not get it today. So that one's coming in. Like, I don't know, within the next couple days, and then I just got to look it over, make sure everything's cool, and then it'll go up for sale on Indie Planet, just like the first Food Fighters is for sale right there, and we're gonna be shopping it around, and I mean, if Has Comics wants to, put it on there, it's always fun, or Has Comics somebody else does. Well,
let me get a few books out before I start taking other independents on.
That's cool. I mean, we've got 6 titles right now, 5 titles.
Yeah, about 5 titles that we've been working on.
Yeah, multiple issues.
So you want to talk about the other titles?
Oh, we've got Henry the Elf that Sammy wrote. So Sammy.
Yeah, Henry the Elf. We got issue 1 that we've already looked over, and it looks very good. So we're waiting for it to come out on Indie Planet. And once it comes out, I'll definitely be shooting over all these links. And yeah, Henry the Elf. It's kind of like a Christmas parody. It's very very Seth Rogen, Quentin Tarantino. Decided to have a baby and came up with a comic book. That's how it'd be. So it's going to be real fun. A lot of blood. You like that. And yeah, it's going to be a different take on the whole Christmas experience, I think. So we're very excited about that.
Hey, Ronnie Gunter just said, "What's up?" So what's up, Ronnie Gunter?
Hey, Ronnie.
What up, Ronnie?
Thanks, guys, for coming by.
Yeah. We're just having a party here, guys. So if you drink.
That's
smoke,
right.
Smoke, and if you don't.
There you go.
Yeah, Yeah, Henry the Elf.
Man,
Henry the Elf's pretty crazy. It's like, I mean, just all sorts of nuttiness, Christmas violence, and people getting killed with candy canes and skull-covered, like snowmen that are made out of skeletons, and just all sorts of nutty fruitiness.
Yeah, we're excited about it, man. It's gonna be different than anything that you've ever seen, especially during Christmas time.
Yeah, so we already have the first issue. We have the prints of the first issue. We're just waiting for it to go live on indieplanet.com. But it's already available through us, I guess. If you want to, if you want to hit us up and order it through us, you can order it through us.
Definitely figure something out that way. And if you want to get
a pre-order
person, we'll definitely be at the Alamo City Comic Con, handing some of those out there too.
Yeah, out in San Antonio, Alamo City Comic Con. After you paid your $1,250, right?
Yeah,
to see Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then drop by our table and spend $4, and hopefully you'll be super entertained and it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
so when's that convention?
That convention is going to be October, so that's going to be
the last weekend of October.
Yeah, like October 25th, right?
It's the 27th to the 29th, I believe.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, good. I should be done with this cover by then.
Yeah. Almost done. You'll be on the last French fry. You'll be almost done. We'll be there, and you'll be like, "Oh my!" You'll have like a long beard that's just like growing onto the page, like to your hands, and then you'll have to sweep it out. Like,
you have a bird's nest, a couple of eggs in there.
Yeah, just living in there, just hatched and shit, and you have to feed them. Your cats will be attacking them, and circle of life.
Yeah.
What started as fries turned into, food for your cats, and that happens.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like that you're jumping around because that's pretty.
Yeah, it's considering like the last month has been a horror story for me. I'm just happy to be getting back to work.
I can dig that.
I thought I would have my older computer tonight, but I'll pick it up tomorrow. So that's been fixed. Thank goodness. So now I have like a computer and a backup computer, so I never go down again. In theory.
Let's hope not. You shouldn't have gone down in the first place, Pete.
I know.
No, that's cool, man. And then we're gonna be pushing forward with Has Comics. With I think you said the first one is gonna be doing a couple pages of retro, right? I don't want to do secrets, but I like to promote.
Yeah. We're gonna do a while back, if anybody has been following along on my YouTube channel, let's see, around the time that I broke up with my fiance, I think shortly thereafter or something like that, I started planning out a short story. It actually doesn't have retro in it, but it's key to his story, and three of us are going to be working on that, and it should be fun. It should be a fun short story, key to kind of his origin, sort of, kind of.
And there's not going to be a light that goes over him and then makes him look like a clown, is there? I don't know if you saw that in Joker stuff, but very controversial thing. But People are gonna watch this 3 years from now and be like, "Man, we saw that movie. Why are they talking about all that stuff?" No, that's cool, man. I can't wait to get in there and yeah. So it's gonna be kind of like his intro, kind of like a origin story, but not quite.
Well, it's like, I guess I said it in. I was going to do 100 Days of Making Comics of me working on that story. And I sort of explained in those videos that I did do, which was, I don't even know how many I did. It wasn't much. It was like 6 before I got off track. But it's the origin of his name.
The origin of the name Retro.
Of the name Retro. So, the rest of his origin will remain a secret for now.
Cool. The prequel to his origin.
Hey, what did you think
Yeah.
about that picture with the Walkman? Did you like that
The
one?
picture with the Walkman?
Yeah, he had the Walkman. And he's like on top of like a gargoyle.
Oh yeah, I like that. I dug that.
I was like, if his name's Retro, he should probably have like a Walkman.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not aware, Odd has done a bunch of drawings on his Instagram. I don't know if he posted it anywhere else, but of Retro, and that's him prepping for this for this story.
And his villain, his arch nemesis. I got into drawing his arch nemesis, which is really cool.
Yeah, for issue 1, the villain is this guy called Diamond, and so drew Diamond as well.
Yeah, Diamond's pretty awesome guy. I like the design. Like, he doesn't wear shoes. He doesn't wear a shirt. He's got a big giant diamond.
No.
Oh, it's a combination of when I was sort of thinking it up, I was thinking Rocky. Like how Rocky ends, my comic will begin. So it's a fight.
Cool.
between Retro and Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond did have a very Carl Weathers kind of vibe to him.
Yeah.
Very action going on. Yeah.
And what was the other? I had another influence. I forget at the moment, but I mean, like sort of my overall objective for the superhero side of what will be Has Comics is very inspired by comics of from the 60s to the 90s. So starting off with a book called Retro really fits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, I'm really excited about what's going to be happening. I've been totally knocked off course, but I was hoping to do a Indiegogo early this month. I will get around to it as soon as I land on my feet a little better.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy lines on that. Now that I get a closer look at this page.
Yeah. So, sorry, Sammy. You're next.
Yeah, I know. From far away, it just looks like a bunch of gray, but when I got closer,
I don't make art. I make victims. Yeah, I don't know if I do that to myself. I don't know. I like. Sometimes I just have to channel my inner Jeff Darrow. Go from there.
I met Jeff once. He's such a nice guy.
He is. He's the coolest, man. I got to meet him a few years ago, and I showed him a picture that was, kind of similar to this. And I was like, man, I was totally influenced by you on this. And then he's like, son. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Here you go, bro. He was really nice, man. He was just the coolest guy. And,
Yeah.
great imagination, man. I love all the Shaolin cowboy stuff. And then actually the main guy from Food Fighter, well, I kind of think he's the main guy. I mean, it's a team, but the main guy is Hardboiled, and he's named Hardboiled because of the Frank Miller, Jeff Darrow graphic novel.
Yeah. Wondering that.
That's one that I absolutely,
Oh, that was
that's
awesome.
Your heart, huh?
Anytime I need to be influenced, if I'm like not feeling it, I'll read that real quick in just a couple pages, and then I go, okay, yeah. Or anytime that I feel like I'm really doing good, then I'll read it, and I'll be like, no, you got to work harder. You really got to work harder, man.
Oh, by the way, the other heavy influence for retro and like his whole Diamond villain was Luke Cage, of course. Why didn't I remember that?
How mad, Luke Cage. What do you think of the TV show? Have you watched it?
I think the first season seemed a lot more solid. The second season had a lot of great things going for it. But for some reason it just flew by faster. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the villain was excellent. Luke was excellent, and I love the appearance of Iron Fist in Luke's show. It was like the first time you really see Danny like really stepping up. And what is it? Then you have Misty showing up, and she was really good in it.
Yeah, but man, her action figures are not moving. People are out there right now, and you're a Luke Cage fan, get her off the pegs, man, because she's all over the pegs, man. Anywhere you go, just all those Marvel Legends. Come on, people, go buy them. I found the lack of I found the lack of snake costumes disturbing. I think more of the people were dressed up as if though they had been swallowed by a snake and their faces were coming out of the snake's mouth. I think for me personally, I think I would have liked to see Juice from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh my god.
Looking like what was the guy's name? The old guy on G.I. Joe.
Oh.
What was the guy that tried to take it? Serpentor. Looking like Serpentor. Yeah, I love Serpentor.
Oh, I just put two and two together. I didn't even realize it. It was Shays was from Anarchy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, it's like he has such a familiar face. I just didn't put it together.
It was the lack of head tattoos. I think that's
yeah, really.
That's really cool. What happens is when you put on some shades, it really messes up the identity.
Yeah.
Covers it all up.
Yeah. That's why Superman's got away with it as long as he has.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who the hell that guy
is. That's right. See, they don't believe this.
What's amazing is that the criminals don't get away as much in Metropolis, because you think all they would have to do is throw on some glasses. Nobody's gonna know who you are, man. You're done.
It's over.
Yeah, you rob the bank, you walk out, put on some glasses. All the people go, I don't know where he went.
Yep, disappeared.
Yeah, he was here a second ago. Maybe you should ask the guy with glasses. Maybe he saw something. He's got glasses. Surely his eyes are good. But no.
Yeah, he was awesome in Luke. I really liked him, his character.
Oh, and
yeah. Meow. You hear my cat?
I do.
That's Thumper. Thumper's being a loudmouth.
Nice.
Yes, you are.
Well, you know what they tell Thumper. If you don't got anything nice to say,
We'll lock you in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Easy fix.
I think that was a different movie. Not exactly sure that's the way that it went down, Pete.
Well, it's better than a body in the freezer.
It is. Most things are better than a body in the freezer, Pete. If you open up the freezer and there's a body in there, things haven't gone your way, man. Things are just you're about to have an adventure.
Something's up.
Yeah. Something's definitely gonna be changing in your life soon.
I was just thinking of the Green Lantern thing uproar with all the women are just like bodies in a freezer.
What happened? See, I don't know what you're talking about. What happened?
Oh, it's
The Green Lantern had bodies in his freezer?
No, it was like there was he had a girlfriend and she wound up as a body in a freezer, and I think Gail Simone wrote a whole thing about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because women can't be bodies in freezers anymore?
Well, they could be more than bodies in freezers,
Of course, be more than bodies, and that's why people have to get out there and buy those peg warmers that are out there on there. Support the women action figures. That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
And then they won't end up as bodies in the freezer so much in the comic books if we're,
That's right.
Those
Selling out all
Legends.
those women action figures.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they were going to do maybe a Daughters of the Dragon spin-off or something.
It'll happen.
But I don't want to spoil the end for anybody who didn't see the newest season of Iron Fist, but things have altered a bit.
But his fists are made of iron. Now, I don't want to tell anybody what happens, but who do you think would win between Iron Fist and the Man with the Iron Hands? Have you seen that movie with Batista? And I think it's RZA from Wu-Tang Clan.
I have not. I think I meant to at some point, but I didn't get to see it.
I think it also has what's his name? The guy that played Jor-El in the Man of Steel movie. What's his name? Gladiator guy. Russell Crowe. Yeah. Hey guys, feel free to chime in since we don't know a lot and we're constantly stumbling over. Okay, see, somebody just said Ronnie Gunner just said it's pretty cool. So, I mean, if Ronnie says it, then I say it.
It must be. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Then it must be true.
You guys got to see it. It's a crazy movie.
Yeah, check it out.
With Russell Crowe and I think
Dave Bautista,
yeah. Batista doing a lot of crazy stuff.
Both really good actors.
Yeah, RZA, not so much, but it's a good flick. They made a second part, and I don't know about that, but
for the audience, that's your bird.
Oh yeah, that's my bird Maui.
Yeah.
I got it covered up, but she's still squawking.
Squawking.
I squawk her in the bathroom, but we don't own bathrooms. Yeah. Against our beliefs, I believe you should just poop and fling it like a gorilla because that's nature's way. And, poop and fling, poop and fling. Hashtag poop and fling. So that'll go viral.
Yeah. Get that trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
So to go back to one of your early comments, I just discovered the whole story behind the penis of Batman.
That's an interesting sentence.
Yeah.
So
The way he constructed that sentence was actually.
so tell us about
This so-called penis of Batman.
the penis of the Batman.
Well, it turns out that DC is doing a line of comics for adults, and Black Label. That's what it's called. And eh, I don't know. They're going to do a Wonder Woman book and Superman, I guess, as well.
So do you think we'll see their genitalia as well, Peter?
Well, I can imagine that, if they're going to do an adult Wonder Woman story, you're going to have to see her breasts, right?
I mean, I don't know, man. They're getting a lot of backlash over the Bat Schlong.
Yeah, but I'm sure the other books are already done or close to done, so you just gotta go put it out.
You just gotta keep going with it. Oh, I'm about to run out of power.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, turned off my camera, it says.
You're still a voice.
I'm still a voice amongst the people.
You still have a voice. You're an independent creator. You have a voice.
I like that there's this drawing of me, or a picture of me drawing. Do you know how long it took me to set up that shot to look next?
You're just like any other 19-year-old teenage girl doing her Instagram photos.
Exactly. I'm like, no filter.
It looks like a Drake cover, dude. It looks like you're on the cover of Drake's album. Like
I am
leaving a love note.
I am on the cover.
I like
of Drake's
it,
album.
dude. I like it.
Drake asked me to be on the cover of his album, but I was like, no, Drake, because he doesn't poop and fling it.
Hashtag poop and fling.
Hashtag poop and fling.
Get that trending.
Hashtag Drake does not poop and fling. He doesn't. He uses a toilet like the rest of America
and Canada because he's Canadian. So.
And the Canadians. And I'm actually gonna, I think, be moving to the 3 Seashells. I think that'll be my next move.
I know that reference. What was it called? Sandra Bullock, Stallone. I forget the name of it.
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Demolition Man. That's correct. That had Blade in it, right?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Stallone.
Wesley Snipes plays Dennis Rodman in that movie.
Yeah, he plays Dennis Rodman in the future.
Yeah.
But it's an old movie.
It's pretty cool.
It's excellent movie. Excellent.
Yeah. They need to make a sequel to that with those two guys. And the Geriatric Man or something.
I just heard they're doing a Space Jam 2.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With LeBron and the director of the Black Panther. I think that's who I saw.
So it'll be like Space Jam forever.
Look, I mean, like, I'm sure it's going to be a million times better than the first one. Why even call it Space Jam?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. MJ's in the first one. I don't know if you can top that one.
They got to work off the marketing, man. Yeah, they got to work off of that name.
The Looney Tunes, dude. That's it's.
Yeah. Well, there was just a movie that came out that
with what's his name, Brendan Fraser, right? Was he in it or?
Oh, that was about 100 years ago.
It just came out.
It was the dude from How I Met Your Mother, right? Marshall? No, who was it? I can't remember.
No, it was Brendan Fraser and Jenna Elfman. But that was a long time ago.
I feel like there's another one.
Because Brendan Fraser,
that was a Muppets up together.
Yeah, you're thinking about, man. If you don't know your Looney Tunes from your Muppets,
I do. I was just thinking of a movie that came out.
One has a hand up the butt.
The Looney Tunes Take Manhattan, right? That's
yeah, that one. They're doing a crossover,
Yeah, them and Jason.
Let's get it started. Looney Tunes Take Manhattan. Hell yeah.
That one, do you remember that movie, The Muppets Take Manhattan, and they sing that song, Saying Goodbye? And I was like a little kid, I'm freaking crying in the middle of the theater. The puppets, like they literally have hands up their butts, and I'm freaking crying, saying goodbye. I'm like, now as an adult, I'm like, it's probably better that they said goodbye, because now the hands probably came out of their butts. Just able to chill. But now they're back with a vengeance.
I'm looking forward to doing. They're doing Labyrinth, I think.
Really?
Unless I'm wrong, Labyrinth or one of those old, definitely way popular movies.
Yeah, they're redoing it.
I don't know if it's redoing it or just.
Oh, no, Dark Crystal. I think they're doing.
Dark Crystal is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Netflix is doing a TV show of the Dark Crystal. So
that would be awesome.
I don't do anything right now.
Well, what Netflix should be doing is freedom-filled, flavorful, faithfully fierce, fantastic, fear-facing food fighters.
And the Henry the Elf Christmas special.
Yeah.
Definitely be doing that before, Disney's starting their own streaming service. They're taking everything. But you know what's available?
Yeah. Henry the Elf. You know who I think they should get is that guy.
It would be good.
What's his the guy that did the hell is the name of that? The guy that's on Mary Poppins. The guy that did the one about the president. What is it? The big musical, Hamilton. The guy that did Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
I should get him to play Henry the Elf, I think.
Well, I mean, dude, we already got people to play Henry the Elf. I didn't even mention that earlier. Henry the Elf has like 7 or 8 characters that look like all of my old school friends, or not old school friends, my friends that my best friends. So a lot of the people that you see that are elves in that actual comic are based off of some of my friends. I got pictures of them, sent them to Gary, and Gary's like, hell yeah, we make him look like an elf. So
did they know that?
Yeah, he asked them for permission, and they said, yeah, go ahead, be crazy. And then I showed them what I had going on. They loved it, and hell yeah, that's how we got it all started.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not to put any spoilers, but at one point, one of them will have a hand up their butt and be used as a puppet.
Yeah, definitely a possibility.
This has been a hand up your butt production.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Poop and fling it.
Trending now.
Yeah.
Netflix original. There you go.
Because if the hands up the butt, you're pulling out something. I'm telling you. You're pulling out a prize.
I can't believe we actually have more viewers for all this entertaining monologue.
They're around. I know. Ronnie. He was talking earlier about Taco Bell being the number 1 restaurant from back from Demolition Man.
That's right.
Which was awesome.
There's so many brilliant things about that movie. Taco Bell being the leading fast food place was brilliant.
Yeah, it was great. But then there was no hot sauce.
Oh,
man, can't have everything.
Whatever happened to Sandra Bullock? Did they ever find her?
You mean her character?
No, yeah, she disappeared.
She came out in Ocean's 8, dude. She came out in Ocean's 8. Didn't that come out recently?
Yeah, that must be why I didn't hear about it.
I watched that.
Did you? How was it?
I mean, it's like it was entertaining, but it was done well, but
Wasn't
It
that?
was just it just felt bland.
Uh,
It was on in the background when I was working the other night, but I didn't really follow it, so I can't even judge.
I don't even think I've seen Oceans. I think what was it, 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Those were good. I like those.
I just watched Oceans 11 for the first time like last month, but now I'll have to watch 12 and 13 so that way I can go back to 8.
Usually the way it is.
Yeah.
Had a Star Wars vibe to it, except not.
It was just like Star Wars except for nothing at all like Star Wars. Yeah.
Screw the prequels.
Except for Kate Blanchett had a metal hand for some reason. The robotic hand. And
Well, I just
Rihanna told her she was her father.
There you go.
I just watched Solo.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah.
I loved it.
Don't spoil it for Gary. You'll get upset.
Yeah, dude. I'll hang up.
Well, you see, Han Solo's in it,
No.
and he meets Chewie.
No.
and other stuff happens.
And other stuff happens. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it would be. He meets. I don't even want to ask. I always hated that scene in like the prequels where like they're like, C-3PO meet R2-D2, and I was like, oh, I just want to reach my hand through there and just slap you in the face. Like, don't introduce them. Like. There you go. Yeah, they knew they've been best friends forever. Now you put a beginning on it. Why?
Yeah.
That was last. I don't know, man. A lot of the Star Wars stuff, just I like Force Awakens, but Last Jedi, I thought was just like, oh my god. And
get ready, there's another one coming.
Like,
yes, there's more movies to be mad at.
3 Yoda movies, and
well, I heard they're gonna stop putting like having them come out so often.
I heard they're gonna stop putting plots in them. Period.
They're gonna start doing that.
Yeah, they're just gonna have them run around and like hit each other with.
I want to see the AT-AT movie.
The AT-AT movie.
The AT-AT movie.
The origin of the AT-AT movie. AT-AT. And it's like dun 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 dun.
And the sequel will be called AT-AT.
AT-AT. And it's just the @ symbol. It's not even the the AT. 2 @ symbols.
And the website can be at.com.
For all your AT-AT needs.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we were kind of poor. I only had the @ The @ was the one that was like in the Ewok village. It only had the 2 legs. It was like a grasshopper. It got took out by like stones. like how did those little Ewoks get the logs up in the tree so quick? That's what I want to know. Freaking Ewoks taking out AT-ATs. Well, I think they added AT-ATs in. Hey, one of my kids just walked in. He's got his headphones on. Has no idea that he's live. He's just searching for food. Has no idea he's live on YouTube right now.
Cool. Yeah, it's all cool.
Too bad my camera died. Otherwise, I would have shot it over there. I could show this to all of his friends.
That's right.
I'm famous.
You're world famous now.
I'm world famous, man.
Broadcast all over the world.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, all these YouTubers are getting famous. Do you hear about that guy that's gonna be on the cover of ESPN? And he's a gamer. He doesn't even play sports. He's a gamer. #1 gamer, ninja, whatever. I don't know. My kid watches it. So some dude with blue hair plays Fortnite 12 hours a day, dude. Gonna be on the cover of ESPN.
You know
We're
what?
on the cover of ESPN for drawing comics.
If only all this was going on when I was like in my teens and 20s. I was a heavy gamer back then.
Yeah, dude, that guy makes like 400,000 a month, dude, just on.
Well, to be fair, how many athletes have appeared on game magazine covers?
Yeah, you're right. I guess so.
I mean,
You're
eventually,
totally right.
eventually they had to, eventually they had to put a
They had to
gamer
give
on
in.
there.
They had to give in.
Yeah,
Jeez. It's our turn, guys. It's our turn.
Yeah.
I say we need to get the cover of ESPN the magazine.
All right. I said first ESPN, then the world.
There we go.
Get on a Wheaties box.
Whatever.
I don't know, like what. I mean, like 20 years ago or whatever, there was magazines for everything. Now, how many magazines are left? Still a lot, I guess.
Like besides porn?
Of course, like stuff you could buy you could buy porn on a newsstand, but
I'd say at least 20.
I don't think there's Life magazine anymore. There's no more Time magazine.
It's all mobile apps now, though.
Is it?
Mobile app magazine.
Still buy Time magazine.
I think you can, but you can subscribe to it on your phone, and you get it faster that way. Because I know that's what they do for like a lot of other magazines.
They make it all digital, just like freedom-filled, flavorful, faithfully fierce, fully fantastic, fear-facing food fighters. It's digital as well. You can get that digitally on indieplanet.us. That's right, indieplanet.us, where you can get freedom-filled, flavorful, faithfully fierce, fantastic, fear-facing food fighters digitally as well as print. Because I'm not like Time magazine. I still love all you guys that love print, and you can still get it. But if you love digital, hey, I'm there for you too.
For only 99 cents.
Only 99 cents. Right.
That's right. And there's no shipping course with that, right?
No, sir.
Well, I mean, our digital stuff weighs a lot. What are you talking about? Right? No, it's free. You know what? Screw it. You're right. I'm making all my digital stuff free shipping from now on. Free shipping. Before I was like, you know what? We're putting $4.99 shipping. But for right now, if you're watching this video right now, go to indieplanet.us and go and search Freedom Filled, Flavorful, Faithfully Fierce, Fantastic, Fear-Facing Food Fighters. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to give you free shipping. That's right, you.
Digital copies only.
I actually pointed at my phone.
I know,
right
I'm
there.
pointing at
Yeah. Like we're not even like it's just a random picture of me in black and like not even black and white with a cyan.
It's the Drake cover. I'm
That's
telling you,
the
it's the Drake cover.
Well, I had that for a long time, so I'm suing Drake. Drake, if you're listening to this right now, I don't know what the hell you're doing watching this. I'm glad you're watching, Drake. I'm suing you now. I'm suing you for stealing my Google profile picture and using it as your cover.
It's like it was like 3 albums ago, so I don't know, dude. Y'all might have to go.
Oh no,
that's been there past.
That's been there for years. That picture that you see there, was actually taken in a garage. And it was cold. Probably, God, I don't even know. It was like I was probably working on one of the first comic books today. I know I don't age too much, and so that's why I look the exact same in the same fucking. I'm sorry, in the same black shirt and everything. But yeah, that was actually in a garage because my wife was like, "You want to draw comic books? Well, we ain't got room for you in the house. When there's air conditioning and heating.
Draw your way out.
Man, draw your way out." And that,
you got to start like every other comic book artist in the garage.
Yeah. So that's where it all started. In the garage.
Well, back when I was engaged, I insisted on my own studio room.
That's how you got it.
And that's why we broke up. No.
Well,
Well,
sometimes 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 you gotta put your foot down, and sometimes when you do, you step in a big pile of shit.
the only way to describe it that way.
And sometimes it works.
Now me,
So you
me,
Yeah, I guess, right?
why not just like
me having my own studio space had nothing to do with her well-to-do relationship, but we're best friends. I mean, I see her practically every day.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's and that I mean, as far as my past relationships goes, uh, I talk to one or two occasionally. Like one of my earlier exes is out living in Germany, and I talk to her occasionally. But when I talk to her, it's like, why are we talking? I don't understand this.
As the old saying goes, Pete. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. So I get it. I get it. You hit them up, say, hey, this is Pete. How you doing? How you doing, baby?
How you doing? In my worst Brooklyn accent, and
All right, let's hear it. Here we go.
no, I'm not gonna.
Come on.
I can't.
You can't
I
say
can't.
how
I
you doing?
can't ink and do a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, come
I
on.
mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, but
Yeah.
I gotta concentrate.
You gotta concentrate.
How you doing?
There you go. Talking about. We got who else we got here? We got
Seaworks Art Labs.
we got Cirque Work Art Lab.
Hey, Scott.
Scott, he wants to know where his at is at.
Where you at?
Where's it at? At.
At it. I'm telling you, it's like freaking design of the ad is awesome.
It is. It's brilliant. I do have something very similar to an AT-AT in Freedom Filled, Flavorful, Faithfully Fantastic, Fear Facing Food Fighters coming up. It's called the COW, the COW. I haven't exactly figured out what it stands for, but or maybe I have and I just don't remember it at this time. Even though I do remember how to say Freedom Filled, Flavorful, Faithfully Fantastic, Fear Facing Food Fighters.
Which I totally give you credit for because it has freedom in it.
It does.
It's a bunch of fighters.
I always wanted something that my parents. I always loved it when my parents couldn't say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like they'd always screw it up. So I figure, let's give the kids something that their parents won't be able to. When they're trying to explain to their grandparents, what does little Billy want for Christmas? Oh, he wants a He wants one of those food fighting, flavorful, filled with the something that.
See, that's why my parents just said Ninja Turtles. They would never say Teenage Mutant. They'd just be like, yeah, those Ninja Turtles. That's what I do. People are just going to say, yeah, those food fighters.
Those food fighters. But we don't want them to do that. We want to give them a hard time, kids.
Yes.
So make sure, kids, that you say freedom, filled, flavorful, faithfully fierce, fantastic, fear-faced food fighters.
10 words. 10 words.
Yeah.
But that's what parents are for. Give them a hard time.
Exactly. If you don't,
and that's what I don't have any kids, but I imagine that's what kids are for too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you don't age them, how are you going to replace them? Because that's really what kids are here for. They're here to replace us. Frank got Scott's obscure movie reference over at Frank Makes Movies with the ad.
What the dude? Where's my car at?
Oh, he said, "Dude, where's my ad at?" Oh, I get you. Explained it to me. Sorry, Frank. Sorry. You said Scott, right? Sorry, yeah. Scott, over there at Cirque Works. I'm a little bit slow, and it's 2018, so you can't make fun of me about
it. I was just thinking about like that the other day, like
bullying
how like people use that saying. Like I've used it too. It's like, oh, it's whatever year it is. Why is that still going on? Like it's 2018. Why do we still have racism? People were freaking saying that in it's 1800. God damn it! Why are you racist?
or like it's like 2018. Why we still have flip phones?
My mom's got a flip phone.
My dad does too, dude.
I think they're Breaking Bad.
Right?
That's why they got flip phones. You know why they got flip phones? Because
they throw them away.
The cartels are using them. That's what it is.
Because they're cool, aren't they? I don't know.
They are. They're good for Trekkies.
Yeah, man. I was also thinking this the other day. Is like imagine if do a little skit with Captain Kirk and Spock. It's like, why are you still on Facebook?
Or MySpace.
Oh, my no, we do it.
Yeah.
And then he should say, well, who else is going to like Sulu's pictures?
Woohoo!
Oh,
my.
I heard you and O'Hara were Facebook official. Well, be me, Scotty.
She just unfriended me.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
The Borgs have poked me.
Don't poke them back. They get upset.
Yeah. The Klingons want me to help them with Farm Bill. Is that even a thing for Farm Bill? I don't even know if Farm Bill is still.
I think it's Farmville 18 by now.
Farm Bill 18.
I don't know.
Finally old enough to farm.
Yeah, that's it.
Not to be confused with farmersonly.com.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's asking you to help them out with farmersonly.com.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, if you're a farmer and you're watching this right now and you need to find somebody, go for it. Farmersonly.com. I'm sure you're going to find somebody awesome.
Exactly like the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only.
Just remember.
It's like I'm looking, and I wouldn't mind a hot, farmer's daughter.
So if there's any farmers' daughters out there watching, just remember Pete. He's an awesome inker.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a man. He's got a nice, thick Brooklyn accent when he's not concentrating. And
that's a great cat.
Yeah,
Thumper.
He's got Thumper, and you could call Pete Thumper too.
Yeah.
If if everything goes all right.
It's true that the ladies call me Thumper.
Because so if there's any farm girls out there, or anybody that knows any farm girls, and hey, even if Pete breaks up with them, he'll still keep in contact with them.
There you go.
And that's
right.
That's really the important thing.
I'm not about to leave everyone in the dust just because I break up with them.
Yeah. He doesn't just farm them and harm them. He keeps going.
I think this is my best episode yet.
I don't know. What's great is I'm looking at the drawing and I'm like, did I really draw tombstones? Or Like it's like it looks like a graveyard. It's giving me ideas for.
They're all over the place.
There's so many just sticking out everywhere.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. It'd be awesome.
It's looking really good. I think people watching from the beginning were like, "What the hell is?" And now, so those are French fries that are armed to the teeth. And there's a couple I think that have like Rambo bandanas and stuff.
Yeah.
Too. Because I don't know. Because I have like I said, I have problems.
Every time I always think of the Matrix, dude. I always think of like Neo going against all those agents, dude.
Mr. Anderson, Mr. Palmiotti.
Yes.
That right there, you sounded like Sulu. Do it again. Do it again. Here we go. Everybody.
Yes.
Nice. Mr. Palmiotti, take the helm.
Where are we going? For nachos.
Oh yeah. Why don't they ever take the Enterprise to a drive-through? It's so dumb. Like that'd be the coolest thing to drive up in, just straight up.
Like,
you know where they'd go? Taco Bell drive-through.
I imagine like the Jetsons, like coming into the Enterprise, and they just hop out. It turns into a briefcase.
Meet Captain Kirk. His buddy Spock. What are we going to? Oh, I think Frank likes it when you say, "Oh my."
Oh my.
and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. You're just saying, "Oh my." Frank didn't, it's not like he's saying he wants to make a puppet out of you or something weird. Oh, good. I think what Peter should say is poop it and fling it.
Hashtag
poop it.
I can't say that. It'll be all over the internet.
Worldwide.
That's right.
Worldwide.
It'll come back to haunt me when I'm 92.
Yeah. They're gonna be like,
you're gonna be directing a movie for Disney, and then they're gonna come back to this particular video and fire you for hashtag poop it and fling it.
Yeah,
it's over, dude. You're done.
It's gonna be like Planet of the Apes, and then all of a sudden they're gonna be like, "What were you talking about?"
I'm sorry, 13th generation son of Disney. I didn't mean to say that 49 years ago. Please let me direct your movie. That was so wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
I love, James Gunn's creativity, and yeah, he might have said something stupid, but it's like most people say stupid things, but they don't have it.
Yeah, right.
Hashtag poop it and fling it. I don't understand where these people say such ridiculous things.
I mean, think of what was the comedian from way back? Lenny James? No, Lenny Bruce. Yeah, Lenny James is Walking Dead. I mean, my God, if he was alive and working today,
he'd be 143.
No, I'm saying like
terrified if he was alive and working. Could you imagine if he comes out on stage like, "Oh my God, he's alive and working. What the hell is going on? Everybody run!"
I think you missed my point, but that's okay.
Sorry.
No, I mean, like, he said a lot of horrible things, but it's like it's just
it's the internet. It is the internet.
Yeah,
it's running the entire world. That's what's happening. There
wasn't it
back in the day.
Yeah, where everything you say is now recorded and proof for your total existence. So you can never do anything wrong because, humans are perfect and we never do anything wrong.
Nope.
I don't know about other humans, but I feel like pretty right there. Hashtag poop it and fling it. Yeah, but that's any comedian. I mean, I think a lot of comedians nowadays, I think even 10 years ago, I think Kramer really ruined it for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, it's just become less and less that we can say and less that we can do. Not that I'm a comedian, because I'm not.
No, you're not funny at all.
But true. This, Pete, hard things have been said to me before. I feel like you're just picking on me, Pete.
No.
Cyberbullying. It's what it feels like. I feel like you pooped it and then you flung it at me. That's what I feel like. I feel like you pooped it and you flung it. You know what, Pete?
It's like a machine gun.
You know what, Pete? It landed. Yeah, you know what that machine gun sounds like? It sounds like at. It sounds like a fling machine that sounds like at, which kind of sounds like the little Martians from Mars Attacks. Like at.
That was a great movie too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But you just couldn't make a movie like that today. Too many people would be offended, Jack Nicholson in 3 parts? No. It's not fair. Not fair to the other actors. They come on there and they bring it down. They bring it down in flames. Why? Justice.
I know like Disney is trying to be wholesome and whatnot. I don't think that's possible to do forever more of their existence. At some point it's just going to be like, why even try?
So what you're saying is at some point there's going to be Disney Black Label and we're going to see Mickey Schlong? Is that what
You're gonna see some racy ass Disney comics.
Yeah. We'll finally find out how come Pluto never talks, but Goofy's just all sorts of full of stuff.
Yeah, right.
And we just had Ronnie. Yeah. Ronnie just piped in with a big with a big LOL. He's having a good time.
Goofy did acid.
Hey, maybe that's why he talks and Pluto doesn't.
Yeah. Maybe he needs to share a little bit with Pluto.
Sharing's caring.
Yeah. Because I think Goofy wipes and I think Pluto poops and flings it.
and pooping and flinging deserves acid.
Yeah.
Deserves some acid.
There's a lot of acid going on. I think there's a lot of acid going on in the Disney universe.
I think so too. They're just hiding it.
I mean, I saw Little Mermaid. That chick was half fish. like who's tripping, man? Like what the? But breathe underwater with no gills.
And everybody underwater talks.
Yeah. Even the crabs.
I tried talking underwater once. Almost drowned. It's different. It didn't work out.
Sammy had a different experience when he played Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Sammy's like, I'm gonna be Sebastian the Crab, Mom. Watch this. Go. 911. Come. Woo. Sammy, wake him up, please.
Just wasn't meant to be, Sammy. It just wasn't meant to be.
Nope, not at all. This is the second time I tried to fly with the rope tied to my kneecap, but it didn't, sounded like a great idea.
What was the other end of the rope tied to?
It was a one, like, do you remember, like, monkey bars, but the one monkey bar, like the swing monkey bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Oh, like the trapeze?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly like that, dude.
So you tied it to the trapeze?
I was on top, of the play set or the swing set, all my cousins were like rooting me on because I was like 7 years old,
and they wanted to see you crash and burn.
They wanted to see if I could fly. I had a cape on, and I told them that if I had a cape on, I could fly. So they just wanted to make sure I wouldn't die. So they tied a rope around my knee to the trapeze monkey bar, and yeah, the rest is history.
I think a lot of Hollywood stunt people do exactly that same thing. Tie ropes around their knee, because that would totally protect you.
That's Stuntman 101. See, at least he was smart to do that. When I did it, I didn't even tie a rope to anything. I just jumped and face planted into. You can actually see where my jaw is broken still.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you can see where my jaw is broken. Capes. That's where. Yeah, capes are dangerous.
Called false advertisement.
Yeah, went right into a wrought iron planter.
So I guess superheroes aren't real. Damn it.
Well, they are. It's just not us.
So yeah, we're
I'm not saying superheroes aren't real. I'm just saying I found out real young that I'm
not mutant nor metahuman nor whatever other.
Maybe my powers developed later. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But
Well, when you hit puberty, let us know.
I'll make sure to notify. It'll happen one day, Pete. It'll happen, okay?
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Oh my. All right, well, Pete, I gotta go, man. It's been wonderful talking to you, but I have to take off, my friend, because looking at me like I need to donate the money because there's no food on the table.
Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. I mean, this was a blast and just silly fun. Hope everybody watching had a good time. Do you want to plug your stuff once more?
Yeah, freedom-filled, flavorful, faithfully fierce, fantastic, fear-facing food fighters. Just make sure you type that in exactly how it sounds. Is available right now at indieplanet.us. And number 2 is coming out real soon. As soon as I get the copies, it'll be available. And then we also have Claire. It's going to be coming out real soon. Psycho Pomps. Gonna be coming out real soon, and then
we got Henry the Elf coming to Indie Planet real soon as well. Just waiting for the links to pop up, and we'll definitely have those out there for you as well.
So if you go to indieplanet.us and just look up my name, or if you're following me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, Gary Odd Edmund, just look it up. You can follow me, and then I'll be posting up links all the time for that stuff, and you guys can just go on there and buy it all. Save on shipping and the digital stuff. Like I said, from now on, digital stuff, free shipping, guys. Free shipping for you guys. He talked me into it. I wasn't going to do it, but he talked me into it. So from now on.
What's the what do they call it? The word you got to put in the code?
Oh, it's make sure you put in the code of poop it and fling it. Hashtag poop it and fling it. Make sure you
for free delivery on digital product.
On digital only.
Just make sure you remember that.
Yeah. But the more that you buy on the print stuff, the more you save. So,
well, guys, watching this, if you like the nutballs sense of humor, that's what you'll find in the comics. So, go pick up the first issue. And the second one should be ready to go soon, so keep watch for that. And links, there's some links below. I might put a couple more later on, but thank you guys, thank you for joining me in tonight's fiasco, hangout. And
thanks for having us, Pete.
This was a blast.
We'll do it again soon.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And subscribe.
Yes.